that you're doing on purpose. Sing like a singing on key. Talk to the girl that intimidates you. Pretend that you're brilliant and charming. I said pretend that you're brilliant and charming. Hey!
Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Later with Jason Suel. So glad you are tuned in. I'm here. Bo Counts is here. We got a great show lined up. But before we get to all that, let's catch up for a minute, Bo.
I know. Hey,
Yeah,
what's
how's
up,
it going?
dude?
I know. It's been a minute. How's business going? I mean, we're kind of like wrapping up the summer here. It feels like we're on the tail end of everything.
Yeah.
People getting ready to go back to school.
To me, this is my favorite time of year because all those people that love summer are barbarians. I don't know what you people are thinking. It's like sweaty and gross and whatever. But fall's on the way, and I'm
Yes.
super excited about it.
Fall, nice temperatures outside. Now, if you don't know, obviously Bo is the owner, proprietor, man at Pinpoint in Fayetteville.
Your pinball destination and also cocktail destination.
That's right. But speaking of pinball specifically, you like offer these tournaments occasionally, right? Where
Tournaments
people
have
can
come back. Like
Yeah.
it's pretty crazy because our first league tournament actually happened this month.
Wow.
And it's a nationally ranked league, the IFPA. You can look it up. You can actually compete. It's free to join. But you get to compete with scores with people all around the world, and that's just now back in action.
That's exciting. What if you're an amateur like me and you just want to come? Like,
We do beer leagues as well.
Okay.
Fossil Cove does a beer league with us. It's amateurs only, so if you win first place 2 times, you get drafted to the pros, and so you can't go over there and assert your dominance on the younglings.
Wow, I got to go check that. That's awesome.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, speaking of a lot of fun, we have a lot of fun planned for this show because we're going to be interviewing one of my favorite people, Reed Carson, and just a little bit about Reed. Reed's a filmmaker. He's an old student of mine, so we're going to catch up a little bit about his upcoming film that he is releasing. And then we have a great relationship with Lens Audio. Lens Audio has an office on the Square in Fayetteville. They are doing amazing things for musicians, and we've got a music video from them featuring Lawrence Jamal being filmed and shot and captured, the whole thing at Fox Trail Distillery in Rogers. And then, speaking of people who are doing great stuff in the community, we've got Adam Simmons from Brightwater, Chef Adam Simmons joining us at the Chef's Table, another chef in studio. Adam, what are we going to be making down there at the Chef's Table today?
We will be making today my grandmother's cheese straw recipe.
Yum!
Ooh, cheese straws.
Those are 2 of my favorite things combined.
Can you drink soup out of a cheese straw?
We're going to find out.
No, we're going to find out.
We're going to find out. That's why you need to hang around. We got it all happening later. Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, Instagram Pa and I were just sitting here. We're chatting about something that I know is very serious. It's kind of a serious concern for a lot of people these days, and that's catfishing, right? Instagram Pa, our technology guru, can you kind of enlighten us? What is catfishing?
Yeah, now this time of year, catfishing is very important. And you get, catfish online, you got to fight. You got to fight on your hand when you got a catfish on the line. In Arkansas, you got your channel cats, your blue cat, and your flathead.
Well, one of the things I'm really more interested in, though, is kind of the cyber version of catfishing. And what I mean by that is, isn't there a thing where you kind of assume someone else's identity to kind of better your own agenda?
Yes. There is a dating website called catfish.net. I thought that was clever, .net for the catfish.
Yeah, it's good.
And people act like they're somebody else that they're not, and you have to decide whether or not you want to date them or not. And
now, one of the things that I remember catfishing as a kid, and my dad was really into us using something he called stink bait or stank bait.
My grandpa used to rub and scrub. He'd have to scrub the worm so it had some texture on it. Then he'd rub some peanut butter on the worm and put that on a hook.
So he took the texture off and then added a layer of texture on.
Yeah, you got to scrub the worm with some light sandpaper. Not kill it, but so the peanut butter will stick to it.
How do you know you have been catfished? Is there like Is there like a game and fish commission for the cyber world?
No, I wish there were. You know, there's not a lot of protection out there, so you got to protect yourself. There was a guide of how you could tell if you'd been catfished, but so many people liked who they ended up with that it just fell apart. Nobody followed through with it, because usually who they ended up with was all right. And relationships are built on lies. Everybody lies to everybody, and so sometimes that's a great way to start a relationship, is on a lie.
And then you can always have that conversation of, hey, remember back when we used to lie to each other?
Yeah, and go catfishing, you know?
Yeah.
You could.
It all started with catfishing, right?
Yeah, that's the problem with it, that some people like being lied to, I guess.
Well,
That's our
I
society.
feel like in this conversation I've been lied to several times, but I love it. I love it, and that's why we keep having you back on as our technology expert, Instagram-pa. So thanks for hanging out and teaching me about catfishing.
Well, remember, 2 sausage balls in your left hand is better than a pile of stink bait in your other.
You heard it here, folks. Get your sausage balls.
Sam's Furniture doing good. Shine a spotlight on your neighborhood.
Well, we've returned to Sam's Furniture. We're joined by Nick Robbins, Returning Home, nonprofit based right here in Springdale. Tell us about the work that you do in our community.
Absolutely. Returning Home is a place for men and women that are coming out of incarceration that have a past that is hindering the future they desire. We'd love to come alongside them in that process.
And you were also talking about how you have a facility where they can stay, but also you provide services if they're not just staying at the facility. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, we have a food pantry, clothing closet. We help people get jobs. We have classes, but then we also have a residential component for men pulling directly from prison. They're looking to stay for 90 days.
Well, if people are watching right now, they want to learn more about the organization, how can they do that?
Yeah, you can go to our website. It's www.returninghomennwa.com.
Thank you so much. Bo, what's going on?
I think I'm gonna return home with this lamp.
This is not what that means. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Later with Jason Suel. We've got Reed Cash Carson joining us on the show. Reed, okay, man, I'm so excited to have you here.
I'm very excited to be here.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about your sort of journey and also this new film that you have. And I want to take our audience, our viewers, and myself back so that I can feel younger. Because you were a student of Arts Live Theater, and I had the privilege of directing you in several shows back in the day. Do you think that it had any bearing on your kind of current career?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, yeah, I started at Arts Live when I was in 6th grade. So what, I was like 13. So what, that's like over, like, I guess 12 years ago now. And yeah, that was like the literal foundation for what I learned as an artist and how to be a director. I learned that from you and people like Mark Lennon Smith and Missy Gibson and all that stuff. So yeah.
So Reed, can we talk about me for a second and how I've impacted your life?
Sure, yeah. I don't even know your last name, but yeah.
It's okay.
You know, I had to ask questions about me, and I had to ask Reed real quick, so we got to start out.
Is Cash short for Cash Money?
People do call me Cash Money. My friends call me Cash Daddy, you know.
You left here, you flew the coop, got out of Fayetteville, and went and did some studies and did some filmmaking. So kind of fill us in on your journey since you left here in Fayetteville.
Yeah, so I graduated from FHS in 2015, moved to Chicago, and I attended Columbia College Chicago, which is a liberal arts school. I got my degree in cinema and TV studies. My mom, I think, is still mad at me for that, but you know.
Been there. I think we can all we all get that. So.
100%. It took several credits in several movies before they go, that's a real career? And I'm
exactly.
Like,
yeah.
Exactly.
So Fayetteville Film Festival awards a prize, a cash prize, to help aspiring filmmakers to be able to create a short film, and you were the recipient of that prize.
Right.
Which allowed you to create this current film project that you're in the middle of probably wrapping up right now. So tell us about all of that.
So they awarded a grant to the production, and the only stipulation was that the film has to be done by, it was awarded in November of 2020, has to be done by November 2021.
Right, so that it can be a part of the film festival in 2021. Sure.
Right, so it's premiering, I think November 11th through the 13th is the festival this year. And yeah, we're currently in the post-production side of things.
Yeah, so give us a kind of a plot synopsis of your film.
The film's called Good Gorgeous Hell.
Is it about me?
It's about you.
I knew it.
It's about Bo. I don't know your last name.
Cash
Because you are good
Cash money.
and gorgeous. So
Yeah, and hell.
to work with.
So yeah, it is. I would say like kind of semi-autobiographical. A story about my childhood and my experiences growing up in Fayetteville and dealing with the divorce of my mom and dad, kind of from the point of view of my father.
Oh, I see. That sounds really engaging and like a great film. And I don't know if you know this, but we actually spoke to another person who was at Arts Live Theater, Inosa. Inosa worked on the film with you. She's an old Arts Live Theater student. She's one of your collaborators on this project. Let's hear what Inosa had to say about this film.
My name is Inosa Ogbede, and I star in and produced Good Gorgeous Hell. And I think I was so taken by Good Gorgeous Hell because it was such a raw and genuine expression of what so many people face in their everyday lives. And everyone on our team can connect to that story, and everyone on our team understands that story and puts their whole heart into it. I could not have asked truly for a better team, a better crew, a better family to go on this journey with. It was 1 in a million.
Man, she's awesome.
She's an incredible human being.
Yes.
I met her at Arts Live. Missy Gibson, who's in the film, she cast us both in Willy Wonka Jr.
Yeah.
And then I think we became closer during Anne Frank and Me.
Anne Frank and Me was such a great
which
production.
you directed, yeah. And so Inosa had talked to me about wanting to be a producer. She'd never done it before, but I said, okay, yeah, let's let you produce this film. I kind of like explained what a producer does like once, and then she just did it. She's literally the best producer I've ever worked with.
Wow. You do have a Facebook page set up right now. Is there any other websites or any other things that people can check out right now if they want to see more about the film?
Yeah, there's a Facebook page. I think it's just Good Gorgeous Hell. And then there's also an Instagram at goodgorgeoushell.mov.
Awesome. Reed, thanks so much for stopping in and filling us in. And it's wonderful to hear of your kind of trajectory in your career. And we hope nothing but the best for you in the future.
Well, thank you, Jason.
Absolutely.
It's been an honor to be asked to be on your show.
Yeah, no, we love it. We love featuring especially students who've come through Northwest Arkansas and now are doing great things. So thanks for being here. And you, thanks for being here. Stick around. We got more happening later.
Smith & Associates Real Estate is a proud sponsor of Later with Jason Suel. They're excited to be a part of the growth and continued success in Northwest Arkansas.
Want you coming? Want you, yeah. Want you, yeah. Want you coming? Want you, yeah. Want you. Want you come and pick me up? Say you make it better for forever. I've been down for a while now. Won't you come and pick me up? Yeah. Won't you come and pick me up? Yeah. Won't you coming back then? Mad childish, redesign, had to grab the stylist. Hurt your mind, I'm from out of town, so you can tell the truth when they ask about it. Dropped school, got 1 degree, ran 101s, but I ain't have a count, so it's kinda hard for me to pay attention. Love gotta be the greatest mention. He ain't seen his son, and he made a visit, and he gave his life, that's the main intention. Down bad, I was in the trench where the frowns at, and they hate living. Now I'm eating like Thanksgiving. Fake to me is like day vision. Tell the truth when I hate sin, but I stand still if you say kick it, yeah. Hold me down, I need some shade. I'm too blessed to be oppressed, but I can't run away. I ain't stressing on forever, I need love today. Yeah. Won't you set my soul to peace? Love could take control and pick me up. Yeah. Say you make it better for forever. I've been down for a while now. Won't you come and pick me up? Yeah. Won't you come and pick me up? Yeah. Won't you come and pick me up? Say you make it better for forever. I've been down for a while now. Won't you coming? Won't you coming? Won't you coming? Won't you? Yeah, won't you come? You knew better, you do better. Who said that you's better? You should probably get a new letter. Been out of pocket like a new sweater. Might recycle that blue cheddar, take an old game to a new level. Same guy with the same word has been keeping me from these new devils. Independent, can't take a stand out from the crowd. I need helping hands. Pick me up if you held me down. I remember that. I'm an honest man. Try so many times. Even said that I'm out the mind. I just wanna be free alive. That's no strings, no fake vibes. When it made my own record deal, cause they never teach you how they sign. Either that or I'm back at how school rappers how to remake rhymes. Work hard in the daytime, and when night comes, we stay solid. In the valley, I pray about it. No guy got it, he ain't solid. Now pick me up. Say you make it better for forever. I've been down for a while now. Won't you come and pick me up? Yeah. Won't you come and pick me up? Yeah. Won't you come and pick me up? Say you make it better for forever. I've been down for a while now. Won't you coming? Won't you coming? Won't you coming? Won't you? Won't you? Yeah, won't you coming? I can flex the phonics. I need words and knowledge. I just got my first degree and now I'm back in college. Going back to Cali, call it extra mileage. We just hit the game while the rest is smiling. Say you feel me when you shitting, that's the proof it's honest. We ain't finished in your building if the roof is honest. Be on the track and smack for real. God, he got me right beside him. This is actually how it feels, so we can keep that. Yeah. Look and say you make it better for forever. I've been down for a while now. Won't you come in? Won't you come in? Won't you? Won't you? Yeah, won't you come in?
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. We have Chef Adam Simmons joining us down here at the chef's table. Chef Adam from Brightwater, and you brought something very special because these cheese straws we're going to make were gifted to you, the recipe from your grandmother, right? Tell us about that.
Absolutely. Any family get-together, my grandmother always made cheese straws. She held the key to making good cheese straws, and it's this little press right here.
So is this your grandmother's cheese press?
Yes,
okay.
yes. We lost her during COVID, and I was lucky enough to be the one to get the cheese straw press.
Well, what an honor it is.
Do you
for
call
us.
her Grandma, or was it Nana? Because my Nana made cheese straws when I was a kid. Or do you have like a pet name?
My name for her was Grandma Ree, but my kid's name for her was Gigi.
Gigi's cheese straws.
Gigi's cheese straws. I like that. So what are the ingredients? How do you make a cheese straw?
5 ingredients. Really easy.
Sounds
it's
simple.
cayenne pepper, salt, and a little bit of flour.
Okay.
Butter, of course.
Makes everything
and
better.
then some sharp cheddar cheese.
I was waiting for the cheese.
Yeah, of course. You gotta put that in there.
I load my dough into the cylinder, and it's all pressure, and so I start twisting.
Oh, look, it's coming out.
And
Like
when it
one
starts
of
coming
those
out,
Play-Doh things.
Exactly what I thought of when I got this. It's really very similar to the Play-Doh.
But why don't you do some twisting on that, Adam?
Yeah, let's make the dough and I'll figure this out.
There you go.
All right, so let's put this thing together.
All right, now the key to this is you can put this together any way you want to put it together.
Okay.
But the right way to put it together, which is opposite of the way most chefs would do it, is you add your butter and your cheese together first.
Okay.
And so what you end
butter
up
and
trying to do is try to combine this
This
together.
is such a healthy snack sometimes at home. You just want to watch TV,
yeah.
have some butter and cheese.
It's a good spread for cheese straws. You can put it right on top. And the key to this is and it's kind of the fun part, you can get your kids to do this at home, is you want to combine this until you don't see the butter any longer.
You're just smashing it all up.
Just smashing it
I
all
try
up.
I try to combine things too much so I don't see the butter, but the butter just shows up. It just shows up.
This would be a great activity for my kids at home. I love this idea.
But once we get it to this form, we put it right in.
So you put it in that, I see.
Into here, and we will stir. Oh, sorry.
No, go
we
for
stir
it.
our
We can make a
dough.
mess.
And it takes a little bit. You can use a blender, or not a blender, a mixer if you'd like.
You do want to use this? I feel like I'm holding this.
I put gloves on today
just
to keep everybody
Just
safe, so it makes it a little easier.
And I'll hold this because I look like I'm doing something.
Yeah,
and you can hit
important.
me with it. Yeah.
I'm actually helping.
You are helping. But once we get it to this point,
I used to help my grandmother make stuff all the time.
This is what we want it to look like. Sorry, I had to leave for a second.
Okay.
And this is the dough.
So eventually it looks like this right here, and then you put that in there, and then Bo will shoot it straight into his throat. But then you bake it, right? Or you cook it? What temperature and how long?
275 for 30 minutes. I rotate it 15 minutes, so I set it for 15. Cook it, rotate the pan in the oven. And so what I do is I kind of just measure from my finger.
Sure.
And
Like
from
a
my,
finger length?
my knuckle
Yeah,
to
okay,
there.
got it, yeah.
And go through and cut. It can be as long or as short as you'd like. You don't have to You don't have to use any kind of pan spray when you go to the pan.
Because you got all that butter.
Because
it's all
exactly, you have
butter and
all the butter.
cheese.
You bake them, and after 30 minutes, you've got a perfect cheese straw.
I like how that cayenne really comes through. It's
Absolutely.
really nice.
Yeah, you want it a little spicy.
Can't even wait till them to be crispy. I'm just gonna eat them like this.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, here we go.
No, I'm
Hey,
chewy.
let's do, we can do something magic in our studio, Adam. I don't know if you knew that we could do this, but
Yeah.
if you hand me that tray right there.
Okay.
Yeah, I wonder if we can do this. Let's poof this and make it magically cook in the oven. You want to do that? Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. And there it is. Look at that.
And they also multiplied.
Somehow. How did that
It's
happen?
crazy.
That's awesome. Man, well, dig in there. There's some over here in front of me too. Now, I wanted to talk about, because obviously you teach classes at Brightwater.
I do, yeah.
What do you do there?
I teach mainly senior level classes. We do one called Capstone, and it's kind of a restaurant development class. So we come up with an idea, idea to fruition.
Got it.
We had to pivot during COVID,
Sure.
and we
Everything
did mainly
virtual.
everything
Yeah.
virtual. And then we partnered with Roots, and we started doing food truck concepts for
Right.
and
Oh,
for the
cool.
Feed the Musicians program.
Wow, that's
yeah,
awesome.
Which was
What
really
a great
cool.
program that was.
That was fun. A
Yeah.
lot of fun.
And
Yeah.
then speaking of something else I know that's fun is you have a new partnership with the Fayetteville Public Library. You're doing some stuff there. Talk
Fayetteville
about
Public
that.
Library and the Fayetteville Public Schools came together and started a culinary program last fall. I'm teaching it. I taught it last year. I will teach it this year, training one of their teachers to take over for the following year.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Wow, very exciting stuff going on in the culinary world in Northwest
Oh,
Arkansas.
absolutely.
Always
Yeah.
something new
Yeah,
happens.
Always
So
something.
you got to
new.
check out whatever Adam Simmons is doing because, man, these cheese straws are absolutely fantastic. We're going to keep munching. Stay around. We got more happening later. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Later with Jason Suel. Remember, you can find us out there on your social media platforms. You can see old episodes on our YouTube channel. You can even send us an email if you've got a segment idea for the show over at laterwithjasonsuel.com. But before we leave this episode, we have to thank our guests, including Reed Carson and Enosa, for joining us and talking about Reed's filmmaking career and this great new short film he has coming out.
And of course, we can't forget Adam Simmons over there from Brightwater with these awesome cheese straws.
Absolutely. And then we've got that amazing music video, Lawrence Jamal, given to us by the great folks at Lens Audio. That's our show. We'll see you later, alligator.
After a while, crocodile.
Let's eat some cheese straws.
Oh, yeah.